crown?
王冠が陛下に命じたというのですか。私を殺せと。
What?
王冠が王に命じるのはただ二つ。
Hello, comrades, and welcome back. This is the Tech Fan F, and today we'll be watching a Vinland Saga, episode 20, Crown. But before we do, I would talk about the previous episode, 19, United Front. From that episode, we learned that Thors and Helga have left the Jomsviking area 3 months later after his death was announced. And that was from the last battle, which was in Hjorungafagr in Norway, which was in 987 BC. And then we also get to know that Sigvaldi is Thorfinn's uncle, and his great uncle would be Thorkill. Askeladd and Thorfinn worked together to defeat Thorkill, which they did, but then Thorkill's men are not okay with this, so they try to kill Thorfinn. However, Canute stops the fight and tells them that Askeladd and Thorfinn are his followers, and now Thorkill and his men are his followers because Thorkill wants to know what that look in his eyes are, since it was the same expression that Thor's had when he told him that he's a true warrior, and he wants to know if, for some reason, I think he wants to know what Canute thinks of that message, or what his intentions or goals is into going into battle with his father. So, also, Askeladd admitted that he killed Ragnar, but that if he doesn't die, he will follow Canute and go into battle. So yeah, that's all what happened, and I think Thorfinn's just kind of annoyed with the whole situation. So yeah. Anyways, now we get to episode 20. Ooh.
方便だ。他には考えられん。
しかし、フローキ様、ダービーからの報告では。
左翼が薄いぞ。兵500とて侮るな。相手はトルケル軍だ。
フローキ様、報告が事実ならば、このナタリオは大変不敬な。
ありえぬ。あのクヌート殿下がトルケルを従えて生還するなど、決してありえぬ。
Why? Yeah?
私が帰還する旨、数日前に使者を送ったはずだぞ、フローキ。
Yeah,
槍を持って出迎え
Floki.
るのが貴様の霊か。
What the fudge?
決して。アセラット。なぜ貴様が。
耳が聞こえぬのか、貴様。貴
Dude,
様はデンマーク王家
listen
に
to him.
対し、弓を引く気かと聞いているのだ。
いえ、我が用務戦士団は、敵軍襲来との誤報を受けまして。
Yeah,
もう
you're full of crap.
王陛下の館へ夕刻までに参じると報告しておけ。正確にな。
Yeah, accurately, sir.
全員、歩きながら聞け。今はまだ仕掛けてはならぬ。私の味方はこの軍中に少ない。ただ手向かえば反逆者となろう。手回しの時間がいる。トルケル、そなたは一度裏切ったが、今も戦士たちに人気がある。各部族の首領たちと交わり、関係を修復しておけ。
つまりあれかい、あんたのおごりでジャカジャカ酒飲むってこと？
他の首領を誘ってだぞ。行け。
素晴
らしい
命令だ。あんたについてきて正解だったぜ。行くぞ。
アシュラットは私と共に王のところだ。そなたの人物評を聞きたい。
は。
トルフィン、今後は護衛以外にも働いてもらうことになるだろう。頼むぞ。
命令すんな。俺はあんたの手下になった覚えはね。
ご無礼をお許しください。このバカ屋は私から指図しておきます。
こうしている今も、我々を見ていらっしゃるのだろうな。友を失い、親と子が殺し合う。そんな様のすべてを、天空の高みから見下ろしておられるのだろう。許せぬ。私はこの地上に楽土を作るぞ。平和で、豊かな、生きることに苦しむ者たちの理想郷を。私の代では成し得ぬかもしれぬ。それでも最初の一歩を、私が踏み出すのだ。角田。そのためには、鬼にもなろう。
お手伝いいたします。殿下。よくぞ戻った。嬉しいぞ、クヌート。
ありがたきお言葉。
Goodness. Such
陛
a
下よりお
dark,
預かりした
dark
兵を
room.
失ってしまった負傷の身に余ります。
地高をよれ。お待ちください。どうだ、トルフィン。
いるな。20人ってところか。高いところ。
20?
殿下、伏兵です。どうやら王陛下は、こちらの腹をお察しのようですな。どうした？はよ寄らぬか。
そなたたち、
How annoying.
何があっても剣を抜いてはならんぞ。先に抜いた方の負けだ。これは、そういう喧嘩だ。
Oh. Ah. Wait.
暗さに目が慣れてきたな。もう少し近づけば王の顔がわかる。顔を見れば。止まれ。そこでよい。ひざまずけ。
He old. Askeladd.
疲れた目だ。これがデーン人の王か。
アシュラット、
Yeah, dummy. Bow down. Jeez. Even Thorfinn knew how to do that.
ラグナルはどうした？姿が見えぬが。
死にました。マーシアの地にて。
そうか。それは惜しいな。
Is it?
あれは誠の中心であった。クヌートのみ立て。10歩前へ進め。
I don't like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
ほんのわずかの間に顔が変わったな。世の若き日に似ておる。
されば、我が心の内もお分かりでございましょう。
Hmm.
困った子だ。そのようなところまで嫌に似るとは。
子は親のなしようを見て育つのです。よもやお責めになりますまいな。
かつて若き日、世は父である洗脳を国外へ追い放ち、この王冠を奪った。それが王国のために良きことと信じたからだ。洗脳は聖残忍にして臆病者だった。そのようなものが王冠をいただいては世が乱れる。
こんだけの護衛に囲まれて何言ってやがる。
黙れ、聞こえるぞ。腹毛を使う気はねえってが、殿下よ。敵の巣の中にいるってことを忘れなさんなよ。意志があるのだ。この王冠にはな。かぶれば千の船、万の兵を統率できる。 本国のあらゆる宝を取り寄せることができる。神々がごとき力が身に宿る。だがクヌートよ、力を使うのは王ではない。王冠の意志が使うのだ。
The crown?
王冠が陛下に命じたというのですか。私を殺せと。
What?
王冠が王に命じるのはただ二つ。力を使うことと力を増やすことだ。抗うても無駄なことよ。王冠はそなたを欲してはおらぬ。クヌート、そなたにコーンウォールの一部をやろう。そこで聖書でも読みながら平穏の日々を送るがよい。
Cornwall?
嫌だと申すなら、この場で死ぬがよい。
He won't die.
そのお言葉も王冠が言わせているのですか、陛下。
陛下、恐れながら発言をお許しください。
名乗れ。
クヌート様の重視、オラフの子アシェラッドと申します。失礼ながら、果たしてこのご沙汰は王冠の意志にかないましょうや。
続けよ。
王子殿下はロンドンよりトルケルという戦力を奪い取りました。陛下がイングランド王にご即位なされれば、かの町には幸福より他道はありません。ロンドンの富は無傷のまま陛下のものとなります。多大なる犠牲を払い、この戦果をもたらしたるはクヌート殿下に他なりません。功労ある者が罰せられる道理がありましょうか。このご沙汰、新たな領地の割譲において各将軍に動揺を与えます。何卒ご再考を。
That was actually smart.
口の回る男だ。アシェラッド、灰まみれか。それはあだ名であろう。貴様の父が授けた名を申せ。
ただアシェラッドと、父は私に名を与えませんでした。
妾の子か。いや、奴隷に産ませた子かの。
What did he say?
子か、妾の子か。いや、奴隷に産ませた子かの。
Holy crap!
なんだ、アシュラットがここまで怒るなんて。
クヌート、良い重視を持っておるな。そやつの申す通りだ。そなたたちには褒美をやらねばならんな。世は明日ヨークに立つ。かの地にて宴席を設ける。褒美はそこで授けよう。
Would it be wrong for me to say if, I think Escalade is going to kill the king. He said an assassin's going to kill him. But if no, I think Escalade might kill the king. Right? He's so mad, dude. With all the episodes I've watched, even freaking Thorfinn said he's never seen Askeladd this upset.
Asherad か。
A crown is not.
少々警戒せ
See,
ね
he
ばなら
even
んな
knows he should be wary of him because he's going to get killed by him.
さあじゃんじゃんやってくれ。全部クヌート殿下のおごりだぜ。
殿下万歳。
Who is this?
おい、さっきからガムガムガムガム飲みやがって。誰だおめえは。坊主なんざ招いた覚えねえぞ。
私はビリバルドです。
Willy
お忘れ
Bald.
ですか？
は
Oh!
ひげの赤や。いくつだよ。
23です。
嘘だろ。20代前半。
23?
次は俺が相手だ。
大将のお邪魔した。なんで58杯っすよ。
で、どうだ？やれそうか、あの王。
難しいと言わざるを得ませんな。頭の良いお方とお見受けしました。洞察力
That's
と
true.
先手を打つ行動力をお持ちです。我々が脅しに屈さぬと見るや、次の手に転ずるあたり、戦上手とも申せましょう。さすがは一国の王といったところでしょうか。手強いですぜ。
いずれ殺すにしても今ではないか。
ま、当分は王陛下の隙を伺いつつ、標準の手で行きましょう。
殿下。
I can't believe how much freaking
無事のご
Canute
帰還
changed.
お喜び申し上げます。この軍なるどれほどに心配したことか。ご入場にお出迎えもせず申し訳ございません。何分たった今異国より帰ってまいったものですから。もちろんきっとのご生還信じておりましたぞ。おや、こちらの御人は新しい重視殿でございますか。ご紹介いただけますかな。
ラグナルの弟グンナルだ。見知りおけ。
oh.
ウォラフの子、アシェラッドと申します。
ほう、なんとも頼もしい風格ですな。グンナルと申す。
You
と
said
ころで
that.
かねてよりの計画、めどが立ち申した。ノルマンディー公国です。その件について、兄も交えて後ほど。
ラグナルは死んだ。
は？
私のためにすまぬことをしたな。それから亡命はせぬ。
殿下。
そなたが諸国を奔走してくれていたことは大義であった。先ほどスベン王には喧嘩を売ってきた。そなたも力を貸せ。
兄じゃが。
グンナル。
あ？
そなたの仕事は王の監視と報告だ。使う兵は信用できるものを選べ。
殿下、そのような話をこんなところで。
構わぬ。むしろこの場は密談に良い。
殿下、お変わりになられた。
He has. Completely.
変わるさ。すべてを変えてゆかねばならぬ。
あのグンナルってのはいかんな。口ほど殿下への忠心があるとも思えんし。おお、予習復習に余念のないことで。右腕痛くないのかね。
アシュラット。
あ、
What do you guys want?
そうか。国に帰るか。
あんたは
Cowards.
気にしねえと言ってくれたけど、やっぱ俺たちは裏切り者だし、なんつうか、この先どの面して会えばいいのか。
いったやーい、当たった。
なんか、兄者もあんなになっちまったし、ビョルンの傷、治るといいな。
あとり、おめえそれでもバイキングかよ。よくもまあこんな真人間が俺の手下になったもんだぜ。ビョルンは長く持たねえよ。傷が腹渡まで達してる。これでも昔からの手下はトルフィンだけってことになるな。 再出発にはちょうどいい。
腕は
金だ、持ってけ。
いらねえよ。もらう理由がねえ。
いいから受け取れ。ロギンが多くと困ることはねえだろうが。
すまねえ。じゃあ、ありがたく。あれなんだよ、くれんのかくれねえのかどっちだよ。
条件がある。
え、
二度と剣を握るな。おめえには似合わねえ、アトリ。羊を飼い、嫁をもらって、ガキをこさえて。
What the crap? Who is this? What? Wait. That's what I'm saying. See? Oh my gosh. So he did look up to Thorfinn's dad.
とで死ね。これから先、おめえを戦場で見かけたときは、味方でも切るぞ。
Ooh.
ああ、わかった。
それ何？
これか。これは大切な腕輪だ。きれい。
高えよ、負けろ。もっと若い女だ。俺こそ若い女。他にいないぞ。一品だぞ。
Oh, Leif. He's been searching far and wide for Thorfinn. Did they show this? Let's see. If I did... Hold on, I need the Vinland Saga map. Okay, we're in the year of 1014. Probably should show it. Now they're in England of Gainsborough. 1012, 1013. There's 1014. I don't know maps very well. Okay. So, in January 1014 AD, northeast England, outskirts of Gainsborough, Floki was supposed to send a message to the king that Canute, along with Thorkel and his men, are coming over there. Floki failed at his job, okay? He had his armies with spares because he didn't believe Thorkel would ever team up with Canute. Dumb. He's such a dummy. Because it was specifically a letter to show to him, and he just decided, I thought he can't go and do that, and he thought that he was going to be killed somehow. No, Canute, this is why I don't like Floki. Floki is just a messenger. I haven't even seen him in battle, so I don't really care about him. And the fact that Canute looked him dead in the eyes to make sure that it's accurate and not a mistake, again, because his excuse was that the letter has been misinterpreted or whatever his excuse was. I was like, you can't play dumb with Canute now. You could in the past, but now, So then Canute tells Thorkel to talk to other people to join him in the army and that he should have that connection again with them, which Thorkel likes because he gets free drinks. That's on Canute. While Canute and Askeladd come up with a plan to kill the king by using an assassin to kill the king. And then Thorfinn will work with Canute's underlings of like whenever he has an army to go into battle. Thorfinn has no intention of doing that because his whole purpose, once again, is to kill Askeladd and then probably go back to his hometown. And now Canute, Askeladd, and Thorfinn go in to see the king, which is Canute's father, Swen, which they're kind of ambushed with all these soldiers around that could possibly kill Canute. However, Canute tells Askeladd and Thorfinn to not pull out their weapons because whoever pulls out their weapons first, that's when a war is going to start. And they can't really do that yet because they don't have enough people to fight against the king. And they followed his orders because, quite honestly, because the king became a king for a reason. He's not dumb. So that's what I know. And Canute's not dumb either, so that's good. But yeah, but before they got there, Askeladd did tell Canute that it would be better to kill the king a lot sooner before his brother comes back home, because he's far away in Denmark, which is good for right now, because if he does kill the king, then he will have control of the army at that time. Otherwise, if he kills him during the time that Prince Harold is there, then Prince Harold will take that army and the kingdom just because he is the older brother. But because he's off on a mission right now, off doing a task or a mission or whatever, that's when Canute should be doing something sooner, because someone has to take lead right afterwards. So yeah, they talked to the king. I got nervous because he told his son, when all three of them bowed to the king, Canute stood up and had to walk 10 steps forward to the king. When he did, he's noticed his son Canute has changed quite a bit. And the king cited that the crown is the one controlling him, as he knows that same look in his eyes because when he was younger, he took control of the kingdom when he drove his father out of that land because he was a coward, but also because he had evil intentions for the kingdom. And so now that he's the king, he thought he could change things. However, he said the crown has ordered him power or increases his powers. So I'm pretty sure it symbolizes something, but whatever. And he finally said that he has no use for him because he already knows his intention. So he tries to kill Canute. However, Askeladd came up with bowing down to the king, telling him that Thorkel and his men are now on their team, meaning that the London Bridge is under their command. But if they kill Canute, then they will not have control of the London Bridge because their plan is to take over England, which made the king realize that Askeladd is a very wise man with his word, and he is. He's a smart man. And Askeladd introduces himself as to Olaf, as his father being Olaf, and that people call him Askeladd, and he hasn't really been given a name. And yeah, the king said something about his mom, and that really ticked him off to the point it got me scared. Not gonna lie, that was wow, actually. And Thorfinn, even a bit, I've just never seen him that upset. I know that he and Canute said that an assassin will kill the king, but I could guarantee that Askeladd might kill the king just because of how infuriating he's really upset, which is crazy. I seen Askeladd fight in wars somewhat, but he doesn't take it as seriously. But with the king, I think he might just kill him. I do not think an assassin will kill the king. Even the king said that he needs to be wary of Askeladd, which I could tell he could feel that intense anger from Askeladd or something. And also, as much as of a foolish king and a wicked king he is still, the only reason he's still a king is because when it comes to war, he is very good in strategy, which is why you can't really go against him, especially when he has over 10,000 plus armies to control. So yeah, once that was all settled with king and whatnot, Canute and Askeladd go to the bar where Thorkel is supposed to make connection with people, which he does so easily. Wellibald, which I was like, wait, who? Because I didn't even know the priest's name. I think it said it before, but I just don't remember. But yeah, he drank 57 glasses and he's 23 years old, which is crazy. I didn't recognize who he was before, and then when it showed, I was so grateful that they showed the hair in the mustache, the beard, because I was like, who is this guy? I don't know this guy. I was shocked when I saw him. I was like, oh. So, yeah. Gunnar, he introduces himself so many times. Like, I'm pretty sure he wants something from Prince Canute. I don't know what it is, and it's Ragnar's brother. And he wanted to talk to Canute about the Duchy of Normandy, but like Prince Canute told him to forget that idea because Ragnar is dead, and this shocks him that his own brother is dead. And Askeladd goes outside and doesn't trust Gunnar. I don't think Gunnar is gonna be happy if he ever finds out Askeladd killed his brother. But yeah. Thorfinn, with his freaking broken arm, is still trying to train, and he's improving a lot. And then I think the name was Altul. I can't remember his name right now. I think it was Altli. Atli is going to take his brother Torgrim back home because one, they betrayed Askeladd, and then two, because Torgrim has the memory of being a child. So they decided to go back to, I don't even know. I know their hometown is Gorm Village, but I'm not sure if they're going back there or not. But yeah, there's that. And Askeladd gives his men a gold bracelet of whatnot. But before they do get it, he said on one condition is that they are to never pick up a sword again and to have a wife, have a kid, and then die of old age. And if they do pick up a sword, he will fight them and kill them. And so he agreed to this, which is very interesting because I knew Askeladd wasn't kidding when he said that Thor should become their leader. Because he said that becoming a true warrior is not picking up your weapon. And I think Askeladd really thinks that he was a good leader and a true warrior. But I think the reason he killed Thor's off in the first place is because he still has a goal in mind, which is to achieve that goal of having Prince Canute become that king in the hopes of that King Avalon will be like bring the peace into the land, which is what Prince Canute's goals is. And that goal is the only reason Askeladd has that goal is because that is what his mom had in mind for the longest time, and he wants to make that dream come true for her. So yeah. And then in February 1014 AD, a month later, in York Danish army occupied town, Northumbria region, Leif Erikson is still trying to find where Thorfinn is. And I feel so bad for him. He's looking for all the areas of where all the slaves could be. So he's looking out for more of areas that has slaves, which makes sense because like what else can he go on with? Because I mean, I think he could think that he's with Askeladd, but like it's just not possible. I mean, the only clue that Leif Erikson could have is that he could possibly be with being a slave. He has no other leads. I mean, there's Askeladd, but I don't know if he really knows if he's with Askeladd and his men. So, and that is it. Thank you, comrades, for joining me on this episode. I hope all of you have a wonderful, beautiful, and an amazing day. I'm not kidding. Love you, comrades. Bye!